Welcome to this practice this evening, tonight. My name is Olga Chwa, and I'll be guiding you through a breathing practice, followed by a yoga Nidra guided relaxation meditation. And let me assure you that there's no wrong way to do any of this. This is your practice. I've got some suggestions, some guidance, but you make the decisions and you choose which ones sound good and which ones you can let go of. This is your time and your practice. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. And for the Yoga Nidra practice today, you are invited, as always, to get into your most comfortable, most situated position, finding what you need there. You might have it all. You might have the blanket and the pillow and the position just right. You might be there and you might not. It might take you a little minute of wiggling, of fussing. And that's natural. That's all part of the process. So if you are fussing and wiggling, take your time. Let all those wiggles wiggle you into your most perfect, comfortable position. And that position might change. You might find something that seems comfortable, and after a few breaths, the body's going to demand a different position, and the body is the boss. In these classes in particular, the body is in charge of comfort and sending those signals. So many folks do practice Yoga Nidra on their backs, lying down in a Shavasana or modified Shavasana position. That's a welcome option. But again, there's no wrong way to do this. So if you feel like being on your side, or if you feel like sitting up or curled up somewhere on your belly, that's just fine. This is your practice. This is your time, your body, and your opportunity to be with your awareness. The practice of Yoga Nidra is guided consciousness training, and the invitation is for you to grow more aware and more conscious of how the mind fluctuates, how the mind behaves in your human form there. So we begin with the human form. We begin with this physical body, getting it situated, getting organized. If the body's not happy, the mind will not be happy. So getting the body situated, settled. And that can be a practice in and of itself. The settling practice can be a 20 or 30-minute process. And there's no economy to be made. So take your time finding that settling. And in the settling, the invitation is to listen to sounds. The sounds of the world. The world is always making some kind of sound. There's my voice and these instructions that are coming through your device there, but there's probably some other sounds. There's probably some distant sounds, maybe some streets or nature sounds. Often rooms or buildings have a hum, just kind of a ongoing sound that's there in the space. Maybe it's electrical, maybe it's the heating. Just noticing those sounds, letting the ears be like a tape recorder that collects every sound. Everything is caught on the recording, including the subtle sounds, listening for the sounds very close to you. Sounds of your own body, like the heartbeat and the digestion. Listening to those close by, nearby sounds. The sound of the breath. And by drawing awareness to the senses, we play a little game with the mind. The mind gets satisfied. The mind hears all the little sounds, gets to acknowledge them, gets to check them off the mental list there, that they're there. And then hopefully the mind will lose interest. That's the idea of listening to the sounds, is to satisfy the mind and to bring that awareness inward. And that awareness comes inward. You can listen to the inner voices, the inner knowing, and perhaps there's a voice in the head or in the heart, a voice that has a resolve or an intention. This is the moment. If there's some words that you travel with that are in your heart that you like to remind yourself that you're on the right path and that you're getting stronger and better and happier and lighter and more joyful, this is the moment to say those words to yourself or to just stay open. The option of being with a resolve of openness, a resolve to welcome anything that emerges. In this moment, to just be with that notion that you can have a specific order, a specific request for this practice for your own experience, or you can leave that open to the workings of the mind and the body and the cosmos. And let the awareness come to the space of the heart. Let the awareness linger in the area of the chest there. And give yourself a moment to remember or to imagine, maybe invent a little list of things that bring you gladness. What is on your list of the things that bring you and your heart gladness? Whatever those things might be, just letting them come into the mind, come into the presence of your awareness, maybe feeling them in the heart. What does that gladness feel like? And it could be some people in your life that bring you gladness. It could be some animals, maybe some past events or some future events that you're anticipating are bringing you gladness. So collecting this sense of gladness and filling the heart and the chest with this gladness and expanding it into the arms, expanding it into the trunk and back, to the pelvis and legs, filling this whole body, neck and head, with this gladness that is yours, this gladness that comes as part of the human experience. Let the awareness move down to the feet, and take a moment to notice the right foot, the right heel and sole of the foot, and the right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Feeling into that bottom of the foot and the top of the foot, the right side there, the right ankle and lower leg. And the awareness is touching these body parts. There's nothing that needs to move or shift. Just taking the awareness to that body part and maybe checking, is there gladness in the ankle and the lower leg, gladness at the knee and thigh, front and back of the thigh and the right hip and buttock. Moving up the right side with the waist there and into the ribs, moving up the ribs like a little ladder of gladness into the armpits and shoulder. This awareness moves down now, the upper arm and elbow, forearm and wrist, the right hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and little finger. Palm of the hand and the back of the hand, the wrist and the elbow, and the shoulder there on the right side, back down from the shoulder to the right hip, the right knee, the right ankle, and back at the foot. And bring this awareness to the left foot. The left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. And be aware of the top of the foot and the sole of the foot, the left heel and ankle, the left lower leg, knee and thigh, front of the thigh and back of the thigh, left buttock, left hip. And keep moving up through the left waist and ribs, up into the left armpit and shoulder, and down the upper arm and left elbow, forearm, left wrist and hand, the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and little finger. Palm of the hand and the back of the hand, and awareness again to the wrist and the elbow, to the shoulder, Left shoulder down to left hip, to the left knee and ankle. Again, the left foot and right foot. Right lower leg and left lower leg, left thigh and right thigh, and the pelvis as a singular structure, the abdomen and the low back, the upper back and the chest, the breastbone at the center of the front of the chest, the right side of the chest and the left side of the chest, and the right collarbone, the left collarbone, and that hollow in between. And be aware of the upper chest and neck, the back of the head and the sides of the head, chin and lips, right cheek and left cheek, right ear and left ear, into the tip of the nose, and the bridge of the nose, the right eye and left eye, and the right temple, the left temple, and the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, eyebrow center, forehead, the hairline, and up to the crown of the head. Together, the head and face, the neck and shoulders, right arm and left, chest and upper back, low back, abdomen, pelvis, and the two legs together. The whole body, the whole body, the whole body. And be aware of the whole body, resting and breathing here, the whole body in this awareness, the whole body, the whole body. Resting and breathing, this whole body, with every inhale and every exhale. Feeling the movement of breath in the body, feeling the arrival of the inhale and the departure of the exhale. And let the inhale bring the resource you need the most. What can the inhale bring to nourish this body, this mind, this life? Breathe in strength, breathe in courage, breathe in patience and trust. Breathing in these resources and breathing out the letting go, breathing out the letting go. And letting the breath move in this way, nourishing and replenishing with every inhale, and letting go, making space with every exhale. And the breath moving in the body. Inviting gladness to fill this body. And holding the question, how do I wish to feel? How do I wish to feel? What is the experience that I'm inviting for this human experience, this human life, this flesh and form? How do I wish to feel? Asking the body, let the body show you. How do I wish to feel? And what could happen? What would be possible? What would life look like? To receive that, to be in that life, fulfilled, feeling how you wish to feel. What would happen? How would that look? And that's the practice. Be in the state of awareness for just a few more moments, about a minute, to the sound of the chime, allowing this to be an inquiry, a curiosity. How do I wish to feel? What would happen in my life? What would I do? What would the days feel like if I felt the way I wished to feel, if I could step into that? Continuing to listen. Continue to listen to all of the sounds from this event here, my voice, the chime, any other digital sounds, and all of the other sounds. Be aware of the sounds all around. Maybe the sounds of the room, the building, the house, maybe the sounds of the world outside. Remembering that you've been practicing Yoga Nidra. The invitation has been to cultivate gladness and to call in the way you wish to feel. Inviting that throughout the body. And so checking in with that invitation and seeing if that maybe provided some pleasant experience, or maybe even some insight, some guidance of what you might do throughout the week, throughout the days, to be comfortable, to be nourished and resourced in the ways that the breath can resource all of us. And you might choose to remain in this state of awareness. There is no rush and no hurry. As I lead you through the externalization process, the piece of the practice that does wake you up, you might choose to jump on this invitation, or you might choose to ignore it, to be aware of the sounds, to remember where you are, remembering the room where you are practicing. Especially if the eyes are still closed, you can keep them closed and take a moment to remember what the room looks like. You can see it with the eyes closed, right? We see everything with the eyes closed, especially if it's a familiar space. So letting yourself see the space as you do, if the eyes are closed. And yourself in it. Yourself practicing in the position that you chose with the props, if you have any blankets or cushions supporting you. Taking a moment to feel into that self in the room, in this moment, in this practice, feeling the body, feeling the breath, feeling the movement of the inhale and exhale. Be aware of the whole body, legs, arms, trunk, neck, and head, the whole body, front and back, the whole right side, the whole left side, the whole lower half of the body and the whole upper half of the body, the front and the back, the left side, the right side, we got those, the upper, the lower body, and the outside, the surface, the container of the body, and the inside, the content, the inner landscape, the world within. Seeing how that's feeling right now after being together for however many minutes you were able to join us. Thank you for being here. This class is coming to an end. Our session is completing. If you wish to awaken, deepen the breath. If you wish to get moving for the rest of the day or the evening, begin to make wiggles with the tongue, with the toes, with the fingers. Notice what the body wants to do. It might need to roll over. It might need to stretch. It might need to wrap itself up and give yourself a hug. What do you need right now? Checking in. What do I need? Sometimes it's a glass of water. Sometimes you need to run to the bathroom. Whatever it is, be clear with yourself. What do you need? And I thank you for being here. Again, there's no session on Wednesday this week, but I am back next Monday. We're still in November. I believe it's the 29th. And if anybody's interested in training on delivering, on offering yoga nidras, I will be part of a cohort this January with Uma Dinsmore Tooley. So I'll have some information coming on email, but if you are especially thinking about training in offering nidra, I've got a good piece of information for you, and you can reach out earlier to get that, but you'll be seeing that in future communications. So thank you. I'm going to stop the recording here. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and leave a comment about your experience. And while you're here, please subscribe to my channel and opt in for notifications to catch the next class I upload. And then head over to olgachwa.com to join in a live event or to work one-on-one with me. I'm here to help.